welcome to the Air Goddess Network, where spirit meets tarot. I am your hostess, the Air Goddess, and welcome to my channel once again. We're going to be doing a pick a card reading or pick a pile reading today. I'll be using my Harmony tarot deck right here. And then to get our final card, we're going to use a different deck. This one is called The Angels of Atlantis. It's by Stuart Pierce. You can get it on Amazon. I'll try to find a link and put it down below if you're interested in this deck. But this is going to be the deck we're going to use today to get a final oracle card for everyone, okay? So let's jump right on in. Let's see what energy we'll be dealing with. As usual, you know, I'm going to pull all the cards first, and then we'll go from there. So let's get into it, shall we? Hope you're doing good. I hope your Valentine's weekend is going well. This is Valentine's weekend, so this will be going forward for next week, y'all, okay? This pick a pile reading is for next week, okay? Or whenever, anytime after Valentine's Day. If you already saw my Valentine's video, I hope it's working out for you. It's already up on there right now for the Valentine's Day. My video is already up, so if you haven't taken a look, go ahead and take a look, okay? But let's get on in here and see what energy we're going to be dealing with post-Valentine's Day. Okay, we've got set number 1 or pile number 1 right here. Let's get set number 2. Set number 2. Set number 3. So take a moment to see which one resonates, and then we'll begin. For those of you who picked set number 1, we've got the Page of Wands in the reverse, and then to back that up, we also have Justice in reverse. So looks like, well, typically when it's in the upright Ace of Wands, it usually means that you are looking to create something, you're ready to go, you have a lot of ideas. But when it's in the reverse, it typically means that you may have a creator's block, a creative situation where maybe circumstances aren't allowing you to move forward with your creativity. It's usually because maybe you're doing too many things or have too many ideas and don't know where to start. It's kind of like a you don't know what to do first type of thing. And so that's with the Ace of Wands in the reverse. Okay, again, like I said, when it's in the upright, it usually means you're raring to go. You got so many ideas, you kind of got an idea of what you want to do and how you want to get started. But you know, right now maybe what you're feeling is, I don't know where to start. I have an idea, but I don't know where to start. I've got a lot of ideas, and now I have too many ideas, and I don't know what to do. And that's this, okay? And then so with the Justice card also in the reverse, it means that maybe you're unbalanced in some kind of way, because this is thinking. You're thinking about too many things all at the same time, and so it's just causing an imbalance on what to do. And when that happens, that means there's no equilibrium in the situation, because you have so many things that you want to do. You don't know where to start. Maybe you're putting your thoughts on things that you can't do right now, and that's what's causing you to not even want to start. Well, Usually when this is in the upright, it usually means start anyway. Start with what you have, okay? Start with the idea and go from there. Pick one idea, because Aries is typically Aries is typically one. Okay, this card is ruled by Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. So when it's typically one thing, and then with the Leo is saying you have to create the one thing, and then with the Sagittarius, expand on that. I mean, because with the expansion comes other ideas and other things that you may be thinking about right now that's causing you to feel like you can't do it right now because you're thinking about expansion when you shouldn't be. Okay, so that's that. Okay, so with the Libra card, was just wrote my Libra. This is the Justice card. You're looking, maybe you should find a partner, and maybe you are wanting to do things by yourself, or maybe just go seek counsel with someone who already done it, or who has already had creative ideas and who's done a lot of things and was able to get those things off. It doesn't mean that you need a partner. It just may mean you need somebody that can counsel you through it, because Libra is about counsel as well, how to keep things balanced, make sure that you know, you're not doing too much and putting too much on one scale and not having the other scale balance it out. It's kind of like doing a lopsided effect. So what you do is you go and find someone that kind of can walk you through it and get you back on track. It doesn't mean that you necessarily need a partner, but maybe right now in the beginning stage to kind of keep you on balance, to keep you in the center, have someone that can be that soundboard for you, so you don't feel like you're off kilter. Because right now you're feeling like you're off kilter. And you don't want that, because then you'll never start your project. You'll never start the thing that you're looking to do with all the ideas that you have. And trust me, even though someone else may have had the idea, don't go by what other people are doing. And that could also make you feel like maybe I shouldn't start, and that's, you know, there's too many people out there that have the same thing. But guess what? This is what I tell my friends when they have an idea. I say, hey, McDonald's has a hamburger, and so does Burger King, and so does Zaxby's, and so does your favorite steak restaurant. Everybody has a hamburger, right? But what if the person who came up with the quote-unquote hamburger first, and then someone said, I can do better, I can do my own hamburger, but they saw the first person, they would have said, what if they would have said, I can't make a hamburger because somebody else already made one? Then we'd all be eating that same McDonald's hamburger, y'all. There would be no there would be no Burger King. Excuse me. There would be no Burger King. There would be no Rush's, if you know what Rush's is, for those of you who live in South Carolina and Columbia to be exact. There would be no In-N-Out Burger. There would be no Dairy Queen. There would be nothing but that, right? We would only have the one hamburger. So don't be getting all off kilter because somebody already did a thing. It's your energy that makes it happen. So if you are feeling like you have so many ideas or can't get the one that you're doing off the ground, do it anyway. Okay, go ahead and do it. Start your thing. Don't let that fear or that inaction of what if stop you. Don't do that to yourself, because mainly it's you doing it. It's your creative idea. Stop stopping yourself, okay? And then don't worry about whether somebody else is doing it or not, or you feel off kilter because you've got all these ideas and don't know where to start. And go speak to somebody who knows how to get things off the ground or can help you get yourself streamlined so you don't feel like you're off kilter, okay? Don't do that to yourself. Do your project. Do it. Even if it takes you a moment to get it done. As long as you're doing it, as long as you're starting the process and you're moving forward, do it, okay? Do not stop yourself, and don't let other people's ideas and thinkings and thoughts stop you either, because everybody has a right to an idea, even if it's the same one. It's just your energy. It's how you market yourself. It's how you put yourself out there. Aries, 1. Leo, create. Sagittarius, get it around the world. Get it to as many people as possible for Sagittarius. This card rules Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Aries, take the initiative to do it. Leo, be creative. Do the thing. Okay? Do it. Okay? Create. Find ways to create it. And then Sagittarius, try to meet as many people as you can from different places around the world, around in your local community, starting in your local community, of course, but eventually around the world. I mean, I know it's going to take some time. Don't let it stop you. Okay? Everybody has to start at 1. Okay? Everybody starts at 0 and then 1. It's up to you to keep going forward. Okay? So don't let this Ace of Wands in the reverse stop you. Don't let it do it. This card is about fire. This card is about action. So take it and make it work. Get that in action and say, we're going to do it. It's up to you. It's up to you. This is Mars. It's up to you. It's your action, not anybody else's. Okay? This is you. All right? So go do the thing. Find counsel. Find people that have done it. Keep you streamlined and help you out. Doesn't mean you necessarily need a partner, but you may need somebody to help you in the beginning, and that's okay. Nobody does anything by themselves. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. We all need help, even if it's in the very, very beginning. We all need help, okay? So go do your thing. For those of you who picked set number 2, we've got the 9 of Pentacles in the upright, followed by the 7 of Swords. Okay, all right. So and they're both in the upright, as you can see. Okay, so we got the 9 of Pentacles. The 9 of Pentacles is Venus and Virgo. So that means you're out here making your own little world, and there's nothing wrong with that. You deserve it, right? You've done all the work. You've made everything the way you want to make it. So do your thing. Enjoy your time. Enjoy the things that you've made. I mean, what's the point in doing all this stuff and making sure that the things that you want are around you, the people you want are around you, the places that you want to be are within your reach? Enjoy it. Don't forget to enjoy the world that you've made for yourself, because sometimes we forget that, you know, we've done things and then we complain about, I gotta go do this. But you don't have to gotta go do nothing, because this is the world you've made. So if you want to do something, you do it. It's in your reach. Okay, this is your world. Okay, Venus and Virgo, you've made it where you wanted to be. It's things you love around you. Okay, so make sure you're enjoying the things that you've made. Make sure you enjoy your environment that you've worked so hard to curate for yourself. And there's nothing wrong with that. And then behind it, you've got the 7 of Swords. Now, the 7 of Swords, make sure you're not deluding yourself, okay? Because the 7 of Swords can be crafty, stealing time, stealing thoughts, doing things that are underhanded. Make sure you're not doing things underhanded. In other words, if you make this world for yourself, don't be doing things underhanded either. That includes fooling yourself about certain things and situations as well. Okay. It also could mean, you know, whatever you're doing, you don't have to tell everybody you're doing it. If you make a world for yourself, you start telling people, I did this for myself, and I did that for myself, and I did this, and I went here for myself, and I went here. You know what's going to happen? People might start wanting to be crafty and try to steal that from you. You see what I'm saying? They might want to start coming into your world, breaking your boundaries. You see what I'm saying? So be mindful of that. It's also making sure that you're not making it for yourself, thinking that you are you're making your world for yourself, thinking that you're hurting somebody else's feelings, thinking that that's gonna you're deluding yourself into thinking, well, if I do this, they won't do that. You know, you're doing it for other reasons and not for your reasons. You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna build a world around me to make someone else feel bad about the fact that I have this world around me and they can't get in. That's kind of deceitful. Just go ahead and make the world for you because you want to make the world for you. This is for you. Do it for you and not other people. Do it for you and not other people. Okay? Yeah, the 7 of Swords can be, you know, either one or two things. Either you're deceiving, and you have to be mindful of that you're making a world for yourself that you're not making for yourself. You're just making it appear that way. Or you're doing something, and it's not necessarily a bad thing, depending on the situation, that you shouldn't be telling anybody about anyway. Because if you're making your world for yourself, then your world is private. Okay? And you have to keep it private. Okay? You don't have to tell everybody what you're doing when you're by yourself. You just don't. It's you. It's you by yourself. You don't have to tell anybody that you're doing things for yourself by yourself. Because sometimes we have this thing that when we're doing something for ourselves, that we somehow have to tell people that we're doing the thing so we can feel some type of way that they're not invited to that thing. They're not invited to that. And trying to make it seem as if, you know, you're hurting their feelings or being crafty and cunning or being underhanded. Oh, well, you know, I was there, but you weren't. You know, that type of energy. If you're going to create a world for yourself, create it for yourself. And make sure that you're doing it for yourself. I mean, you don't have to tell everybody. You just don't. It's your world. You do what you want in your world. Shh. All right? I hope some of you understand exactly what I'm talking about. For those of you who picked this card, this pile, you probably do. Okay, so make sure that you are doing the things that you want to do for yourself, and you're not stealing time from yourself, or stealing thoughts from yourself, or doing anything underhanded to yourself just to spite somebody else. Hope that makes sense. And even spite yourself. Don't spite yourself either. Okay? Because that'll bring your whole world down. Okay? Don't do things in a spiteful manner, because in that event of you doing that, your world that you have taken the time to make for yourself can be shattered. Because you're talking and telling and all this kind of thing and all that kind of stuff. Or you're being cunning about it or deceitful about it. For those of you who picked set number 3, we've got the Page of Cups in the upright, followed by the Two of Cups in the upright. So the Page of Cups, somebody got an offer. Again, there's that proposal card again. Like I said, if you watch the Valentine's reel, then like I said, it said, I told you all that it may not happen on Valentine's Day. It could happen over the weekend. Well, for some of you, here it is. It's going to happen sometime this weekend, so be ready. Be ready. This is someone who's romantic. They have a childlike spirit. They really are. They could come off as naive, but they're really just really romantic. Okay. They really want to make sure that they offer you what they have. They're offering you their emotions. Okay. Because cups is emotions. Okay. They really putting their heart on their sleeve out there for you. So with that being said, we've got the actual hand fasting card behind. So there it is again. They're going to be proposing marriage. Okay. They see you as a soulmate. They see you as the one. Okay, it could be a he, she, they, however you are. But for however your couple situation is, you're probably going to be getting that. Okay, so be on the lookout for it. Okay, I'm excited for you. I mean, this is just a straight out proposal. Not much to say. You can see it. It's right here. They're offering you their emotions. And more than likely, if you're the one popping the question, they're going to say yes. Okay, all right. So be happy. I'm excited for you. It's going to be fun. Have fun. Okay. And there's that for those of you who picked set number 3. Real short, huh? I'm sorry. But sometimes it's just going to be that way. It's going to be straightforward. Okay, y'all? It's going to be straightforward. There it is. All right. So let's get at the top of the deck. And we've got the Queen of Swords. So some of you just going to say it straight out. Just the way it is. Bam, boom, pow. You know, say it with some love, of course. But there it is. Queen of Swords, she says the truth. She means what she says. She says what she means. She's quite assertive, and it could be a he, she, they. It doesn't have to be a woman, but there's the energy. So let's break it on down for each set. Now that we've got them all flipped over. This is cards for everybody, by the way. Okay, so for those of you who picked set number 1 with the creativity in reverse and feeling a little bit unbalanced, you might have somebody that's going to tell you that to your face straight away. You need to get yourself together. Okay, they're going to tell you very matter-of-factly, you need to get yourself together. Think of one thing and start from there. Don't be trying to do all the things. Okay, again, some of us have this thing that when we have an idea, we want to do all the things at once pertaining to that idea. And sometimes we need someone to tell us, hey, do one thing at a time. Start with the first thing first and go from there. You don't have to do all the things, because all the things you're worried about right now are not happening right now. First, get your idea out. First, get it out on paper. Let's see what we can do to get the thing even started first before we think about expanding and creating on it. Let's get a brainstorm here. Let's talk about it. Let's think about what we're gonna do. What you're gonna do before you actually do it. What do you want to do? They're gonna be asking you all these questions. They're the ones that's gonna help you streamline your thought pattern. Okay, they're gonna be very assertive. It could be a he, she, they, like I said. Okay, for those of you who picked set number 2, you might have somebody doing the same thing. Hey, what are you doing? Why do you feel like you got to tell everybody what you're doing in your own telling your own private business in your own private world? I mean, what are you doing? Are you trying to make it seem a certain way when it's not? I mean, what's going on with that? Again, we need friends like that. It could be a he, she, they. Again, it could be a girl, it could be a boy, it could be somebody you work with. That feels like, you might go to them and say, hey girl, because I was doing this thing and I'm going to tell this person and I'm going to say this and that. You might have that friend saying, well, why do you feel like you got to tell somebody that? Isn't this something that you created for yourself? Why do you feel like you got to tell, ABC 1, 2, 3, and why do you feel like you got to tell them that? I mean, what's the point? Is why? Are you feeling, are you being cunning? Are you trying to tell somebody something, make them feel some type of way or think some type of way? Because this is source energy, okay? You're trying to tell them that you have a thing because this is Pentacles. Pentacles is something that's material, okay? You've done a thing, you have a thing, and now you want to tell everybody about this thing to make it seem like you're doing something or something like that. And it's not to say that you didn't do the thing. It's just that why tell people that don't matter? Especially people who may not understand what it is you're saying. They may not know anything about what it is you're telling them that you did or have. So you're explaining something to people that don't understand. I mean, you know. So that's for those of you who picked that one. You have this person here telling you, why are you telling all that when it's your private business? It's your private business, and if you do need to tell it, you tell it to the people that will matter. That do matter, like, you know, the ones that do matter, the ones that may understand what you're talking about. It's like talking science to artist that doesn't know anything about science. Okay, it's very high above their pay grade, quote unquote, and you're telling them something that you have that they don't know anything about and wouldn't even know or care to know or might forget about as soon as you tell them. That type of energy. Okay, it's your thing. You don't have to tell everybody everything. That person's probably going to tell you that in some kind of way, shape, or form, because it's not necessary to tell everybody everything that you're doing in your private space, right? Of course, unless they are part of your private space or part of your organization or something like that, then of course, yeah. But if it's just regular Jane, plain Joan, whoever, and you're just telling them just to feel some kind of way, I mean, they're not gonna. That person's probably gonna tell you that. Why are you? What's the point in that? So, you know, again, it could be someone around you just telling you. You could be the person telling somebody this information about what it is that they're going through or telling you, and you're telling them, hey, what's going on here? Again, this energy could go either way. It could be you doing it or someone telling you, okay, for each one of these piles. For the second one, for this third pile, okay, again, you got somebody this person's probably going to be the person that you say, they might just stop you in the middle and say, are you asking me to marry you? Sure. They'll probably stop you because they're so forthright, because maybe you or the person who's getting ready to do the proposal, they're very flowery. They got a lot of words. They want to be, they want to say all the things, right? To let this person know they want to marry them, right? But then you've got this energy here that's like, I already know what you're going to ask. Let's just get to it. Like, yeah, they'll probably say, I get it. Yes, it could be the person that you're asking, or, you know, the people around. This could be somebody in the crowd, like a family member. Oh, she already know. I mean, they're going to do it. They could do it with a little bit of, you know, forthrightness, and they don't really mean any harm. But, you know, just be on the lookout for this energy right here. You might be trying to get the proposal out, and you're being quite wordy with the emotions, or the person who's popping the question to you might be a little wordy. And so they're just excited for you, really, honestly. Okay. And they're probably going to be like, she already going to say, yeah, you know, something like that. You know, y'all have been talking about this for a long time. Could be a mom, you know, that's encouraging the person to pop the question. Okay. They could have very well went to their mom as well to say, what do you think? Should I? It could be a sister. It could be a cousin. This person, it could be a male. It doesn't have to be a woman, but it could be somebody that you, if you're popping the question, or the person that's popping the question to you, might have gone to somebody and said, hey, I have a thing and I want to do it. What do you think? And they're getting counsel on that, to be how to do it, when to say, what to say, how to say it, all of that stuff. Because this person's very assertive. They know how to, you know, put words in perspective. Okay, so either way, that's the energy for those of you who picked set number 3. Okay, so let's get the bottom of the deck. The bottom of the deck, we've got the 7 of Pentacles. 7 of Pentacles is something like a garden. You've been working on this quite some time, and now you're going to see the fruits of your labor. Okay, all right. So let's get on in here and explain this to each pile, shall we? This bottom of the deck, this 7. Okay, so for the bottom of the deck, the 7 of Pentacles, it's going to take you a minute, but trust and believe that if you just stay consistent with what you're doing, once you get yourself on track and get some counsel and get everything situated, it could be you counseling somebody through something, or somebody counseling you through something about a project that you want to do. But if you continue to do the thing and get yourself on the path of trying to get it done, you're going to see the fruits of your labor. It may seem hard, like hard work. It may seem like it's going to take a while, but as with any garden, okay, you have to tend that thing. You can't just plant the seeds and water it one time and think something's going to pop up. You've got to water it and, take any dead leaves off and water it again, reposition the plants if you have to. If it's a potted plant, reposition it so it doesn't get too much sun or not enough sun. You have to do some work to it. You just can't just say, there it is. Okay, I don't see anything happening. You can't do that. You're never going to see anything happen. Again, you're never going to see anything happen if you don't take action. Nothing's going to work if you don't get yourself calibrated to do the work. Okay? All right. That's for those of you who picked pile number 1. For those of you who picked pile number 2, again, the Venus and Virgo along with this Venus and Aquarius. Okay, so you got 2 Venuses. You love to have your own space and do your own thing. But, you might be still in the way. Okay, still in the way. If you want to see the fruits of your labor, shh. Don't say so much. Let the garden do the thing, because you're already tending the garden, okay? Because she's in the garden already. She's already in her own world. You're already tending the garden, right? So let the garden do what it do. Okay? You don't have to tell everybody about what's going on in your garden. Again, if you want to see the fruits of your labor, don't tell anybody about your garden, because if you're telling the wrong people about your garden, guess what they're gonna do? It's gonna be like the rabbits and the vermin coming in, chewing away at your vines and stuff. You're trying to get your stuff to grow, and then you come in one day and you see the vermin, eating away, the rabbits eating your carrots, and the little rodents and stuff eating the leaves up and beating the leaves up and just tearing it up because you said something. Trying to be slick. I'm doing this for this and that. Okay. Shh. Because this card can be a hush up card too. This card is a hush up card too. Stop it. Stop talking and telling everybody the business. If you want your garden to be something, don't tell everybody your business. If you want your garden to grow and be fruitful, don't tell everybody what you're doing, in the hopes that it'll make them feel some type of way or think some type of way about you. Oh, she doing such and such and such. No. Just do your thing. Just do your thing and let the garden speak for itself when it's up and running, okay? That's the best way to be. You don't have to tell everybody what you're doing. Because if you do, you might tell the wrong person, and the wrong person is going to bum rush your garden, and now you don't have nothing to show because you told the wrong person, you let them in, and they snuck in. Or let's just be real, this could be you sneaking in. This could be you doing it to somebody else, because like I said, these cards are not just you doing the thing. It could be somebody doing it to you, okay? It could be either way. This could be you doing it to somebody, where somebody's telling you about a thing they're doing, and here you are sneaking in on their garden, okay, stealing away their stuff. All right, it could be you. Be honest with yourself. It could be you too. Okay, all right. So either way, if it's you, find your own garden, make your own world, and do your own thing, and stop trying to get in somebody else's stuff. Okay, if it's you. If somebody's doing it to you, learn how to be quiet and do things on the hush hush, and let your garden speak for itself once it's giving up the fruits, as it were. Let the garden speak for you, and you don't speak for the garden. Let the garden, let people go, oh, you got a garden? Girl, I didn't know you had a garden. Oh my God, it's so beautiful. Oh my God. Not, girl, I got a garden. You want to come see it? And then they step on something they ain't got no business stepping on. And now you mad because they stepping on stuff in your garden that you didn't even have to bring them into. Okay? All right. So that's for those of you who picked set number 2. The set number 3. Okay. This is straightforward, okay? You've been working at this relationship for quite some time. I might have had some ups and downs, but you both tended it very well. And now the fruits of your labor are that, looks like a handfesting or a marriage is incoming, right? So, your relationship, you planted seeds in that relationship. You tended the garden. Both of you did, whether it's you or her or both or him or they or whatever, however your couples is set up for you. You have worked your garden. You have worked your relationship to where it's strong, it's thriving, it's got what it needs on both sides, because see, it's all the way around. See, look, everything is where it needs to be. You're tending that garden, you've tended it, and now it's giving fruit. And now the fruit is I would like to offer you my emotions so that we can move forward as a married couple. We are evenly yoked. We have done the work. Let's get to it. It could be you asking or someone else asking, okay? But either way, it's on and popping because you've done the work, okay? You've done the work. And that's for those of you who picked set number 3. All right, so let's get us a final card from Mr. Pierce's Angels of Atlantis. Let's see what the angels have to say about this information or this energy. All right, as a whole. Again, this is from the Angels of Atlantis from Stuart Pierce. I'll try to get the link and put it down below for those of you who might be interested in it. Okay. I've got Raphael, empathy. So we have to show some empathy across the board here. All right. Let's see. Empathy. Raphael brings to you the oracle of the empathetic and reminds you of the simplicity of the beautiful lotus. The lotus is a symbol of enlightenment, which sinks below water during the night to be reborn in the light of the day. Perhaps your empathy has waned recently and needs to be restored by the new light of compassion. Be with the sun, allowing its energies to warm and nourish you. Try to move through the challenges that you face with empathy, humor, and love. Chant Ha through the heart chakra, and Raphael's energy will feel you as an aid. Okay, so have some empathy for yourself. For those of you who picked set number 1, have some empathy for yourself. Don't beat yourself up if you're having a struggle, okay? The main thing is to take action, however action is for you right now. If you're feeling off kilter, that's okay. Take a moment, take a breather, okay? Everything doesn't have to be done right away. Take one step at a time. I even have to do that myself. I have a Aries placement myself, and I have to constantly tell myself one thing at a time. And when you do that, what it's helping you to do is to prioritize things so you can do things in an equal measure of what to do. Okay? So have some empathy for yourself, okay? Speak to yourself assertively to tell yourself you can do this. If it's one thing at a time, you can do it. And then also, if you do it, you can tell yourself, I can do one thing at a time. I'm building my garden. I don't have to plant all the seeds at once. Okay? And that's for those of you who picked set number 1. For set number 2, again, have some empathy for yourself. If you've taken the time to build yourself a garden, and when I say garden, I hope you all understand that what I mean when I say garden is it's a euphemism for making your own life, making your own space, somewhere that you enjoy. If you've taken the time to do that, why bring other people in, or why be deceitful or be cunning about who you tell it and why you're telling it to someone? Why do that to yourself? Because it's not good, because you're going to have someone to say, why are you telling me that? Okay? You're going to have someone telling you, why are you saying that? Why are you doing that? Are you looking for some kind of something else? Why do you have to tell people that you have your own world, that you have a garden that's for you? Your garden is for you to enjoy. You know, it's for you. So have some empathy for yourself and say, you know what? I built this thing up. I need to continue to have empathy for myself and know that this is the reason why I did it, so I could have a space for myself. I don't have to invite people to my garden. Because those same people might step on something that I worked so hard to create. They might step on a quote-unquote plant that I took a long time to work on, and now I got to start over because they stepped somewhere they shouldn't have in my space that I've made for myself, that I've worked hard to build, that I planted for myself. Okay? Think about it, because the Queen of Swords is a communication card. Tell yourself these things, remind yourself of these things, so you don't put yourself in a position where someone comes into your garden and ruins it for you. And now you feel bad, and now you're kicking yourself and beating yourself up because you told somebody something they shouldn't have known in the first place. Now, again, if you've got people that are in that with you, that's different. But if it's something that you made for yourself, don't let other people in, because you built it. Have some empathy for yourself. And if you're doing it to somebody else, have empathy for them to know that they've worked hard to do that thing for themselves, and you have no right to come in and ruin it. For those of you who feel like they can just walk in on somebody else's thing and just step wherever they may please, you don't get to do that. Have some empathy for them, because they've worked hard for that. Put yourself in their position. How would you feel if somebody did it to you? Best way to put it. Okay? Don't bring your friends and groups and things, because this is Venus and Aquarius energy. Don't bring your friends and groups and people and co-workers and just any old body into your space. Okay? If you're going to do that, bring a select person in if you're going to do it at all. One person, maybe two. People you actually trust. But your whole group of friends should not be in your space. They really shouldn't. That's your space. For those of you who pick set number 3, you're moving from a space of empathy. This is, again, emotions card. Okay, so this set right here, you're already moving from the space of empathy. You're already in that space. You're already filled with the love of the heart chakra. It's green, as you can see. This card mirrors that. See the green? You see the green? They mirror each other in this particular set. So, and it's got the pink. Okay, a little bit of pink in there. So you're already moving from a space of empathy. So continue to do so. Take a moment, take a breath before you go in and do the thing. It's okay, because you're going to be overwhelmed with a lot of heart feeling. It's a heart chakra. You're going to feel that sense of love. Okay, so take a moment and go before you take that leap into asking the person, they may even do it. They might even do it without even being told that they need to take that moment to take a breath and get themselves centered before they actually ask the question. Okay, again, you've done the work. They've already been counseled as how to do it, when to do it, where to do it, because they've spoken to someone that's probably been there, done that. So yeah, those of you who pick set number 3, you're on your way. You're doing the thing, and I'm very excited for you. So overall, I hope this resonated with all of you. You have a great week, and move with joy, gratitude, and love as you move forward this week for yourself and others. Y'all have a good week. I'll talk to you soon.